enjoy this contest, and thanks again for braving the cold and coming out. Remember that the Rosemount Irish are back in action this Saturday for Hockey Day in Minnesota.
We're on, Mike.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Rosemount Community Center for tonight's South Suburban Conference matchup, pitting your Rosemount Irish, ranked number 3 in the state now with a 13-3 record, 6-2 in the South Suburban, against the number 18th ranked Burnsville Blaze. Almost said the Braves.
No.
Wanted to take you back to your youth, Chuck, but we'll get in trouble if we use that name.
That's all right. If you use it in the context of talking to me, that's fine.
So we'll stick with the Blaze tonight with a record of 10-3-2, 5-2-2 in the South Suburban Conference. Incidentally, Burnsville and Rosemount tied for the lead on top of the conference. Even though Burnsville has played one more game than the Irish, they have 2 ties with 2 losses. We have one more win with 2 losses. So tonight, the victor will stand atop the South Suburban Conference alone.
It's for all the marbles.
I mentioned Rosemount number 3, Burnsville number 18. This is another game in our tight stretch here of playing ranked teams. The South Suburban Conference, as most know, is very deep this year. A lot of top 20 teams in the state. Irish just coming off a victory against Eastview last Saturday, 5-1. Connor Kennefic now past the 50-goal mark in his career, had 2 goals and an assist.
Yay, Connor.
3 points on the evening for Connor in that 5-point game. Luke Lewandowski with a goal and 3 assists. And Will Tollefson, another outstanding game, turning away 20 of 21 shots to extend his goals against, or lower his goals against average to 169 now, and a save percentage of .931. Has to be one of the tops in the state. Total of 12 wins. Your Irish leaders right now, Luke Lewandowski leading with 20 goals, Broughton Sable with 14 assists. Total points, Luke Lewandowski combining with his 20 goals, 12 assists to lead with 32 points. Head-to-head matchups, the Blaze lead all-time 58-17-4, Chuck. That probably goes back to the days you were there.
A lot of those wins came as they were the Burnsville Braves.
They've outscored the Irish 375-154 during that span.
You know how many of those goals I have, Mike?
0.
Absolutely 0.
But the Irish...
You're a Brave as well, aren't you? How many goals have you contributed? 0.
So between the 3 of us, we have none of their goals. So that's good. The Irish, though, have momentum here as they've won the last 4 games over the last 2 years, including last year's victories over Burnsville, 3-2 and 5-0. Did not have to face Burnsville in the section. They are a section opponent, but have not had to face Burnsville the last couple of years. Incidentally, as well, we will be without one of our top players tonight, Charlie Strammel, as many of you know, also made the Team USA Youth Olympic team, and they departed earlier in this week for Lausanne, Switzerland.
Lucky dog.
So Charlie will be absent for at least another week. He may be watching tonight, and if he is, hopefully he'll let us know.
It's probably morning over there.
Might be. I doubt he'll be watching us, but
it's in the middle of the night over there.
We'll see if we get anything from him. We wish them luck. There's 4 other Minnesotans on that team, so quite an honor for Charlie to be selected for the U.S. Youth Olympic team, part of Team USA, playing this week in Switzerland. He did, before leaving, score his 6th goal of the season in Saturday's win over Eastview, leaving him just 2 goals behind Andy Anderson from the 2006 and 7 season for Irish freshman goal-scoring records. So more than likely, even with missing the next 3 games at least, he'll probably break that record coming up here in the following games. So it looks like both teams have taken the ice. We'll do the starting lineups here. And we do have a disclaimer. Chuck usually does a good job with that.
This is a totally Rosemount biased broadcast. If you're looking for any information about the Burnsville Blaze, join their feed, which I don't think they have one tonight. And that's just the way we work. We don't care about the other team. We care about Rosemount, period.
So
by the way, in Switzerland, it's 2:06 a.m.
So Charlie's not up. But we won't announce the starting lineups for Burnsville. We'll take a minute to just recognize a few people on the feed. Jerry Wheeler again, Mason Wheeler's grandfather, along with some other family members down there in Arizona watching. Welcome, Jerry, again. It's good to have you on the feed.
Jerry, good to have you.
Matt Berg, how you doing? Happy belated New Year. So Matt's watching us, probably from some exotic location.
Costa Rica, maybe.
The 8-Bit Kids are also on again tonight, Chuck.
Good to hear from you guys again.
77 down south there today. Minus 12 here today, 8-Bit Kids.
You guys don't know what you're missing.
So almost a 90-degree weather difference between here and Dallas. So we'd love to send some cold your way, trade for some warmth.
Here's your Irish starting lineup. We got Will in the nets. Wheeler and Ratzlaff, it looks like it'll be on defense.
Looks like a different starting set of forwards tonight. Zach Beatty starting tonight. Centered with Weismiller. And the water beetle, Riley Bowick, on the other wing.
Might be some line matching going on here.
So other greetings to Jackson Sabo from the Janesville, Wisconsin, is watching tonight. Jackson,
I expect something special tomorrow night. I'm going to be there watching.
Especially if you're going to pay $15 to go see him.
I only paid 12.
Are you a senior
Actually,
now?
24 because I had to buy a ticket for Terry.
So Matt is actually in Rosemount, not in Costa Rica.
Oh,
so Matt,
I bet you wish you were in Costa Rica.
He does, and we wish we would have had that too. Here's the national anthem. That takes care of the national anthem, folks. Mason's brother Reed is out, actually also watching from Michigan. Mason Wheeler's brother.
Hey, Rito.
So good to see Reed on there. Sorry we missed you earlier. So we got a good contingent tonight as both teams congregate around their nets to give last-minute wishes. Other South Suburban Conference action tonight. Egan is at number 9, Lakeville South. That should be an interesting matchup. Eastview at Farmington. Number 17, Prior Lake at number 12, Lakeville North. So another hotly contested South Suburban Conference game tonight.
Good games tonight in the Lakeville or Lake South.
And both
Suburban South.
Both Apple Valley and Shakopee are idle tonight. So we'll try to see if we can get some updates on those games as we're going. And see what's happening there. So
I think all those teams that are playing tonight in the Suburban South are ranked, aren't they? Except for maybe Egan. But you know what? Egan beat Lakeville North after they beat us.
Egan, Eastview, and Farmington are not ranked. So we're underway here. Irish immediately winning the first faceoff here, breaking into the zone. Bowick will give chase into the corner there. Followed closely with Weismiller. Irish are going to have to keep moving their feet tonight. I know the last game we watched, it looked a little bit slow. And already they look like they're coming out to play with Bowick giving some action there in the corner. Beatty comes out with the puck to Wheeler, and he can't keep it in the zone there. Burnsville dumps it deep. Wheeler took a name of a number there as he got dumped. Off the boards behind the net to Wheeler now, and the Irish will break out. Weismiller will dump it deep, and we'll get our first change. This will be the Lewandowski, Connor Kenefick, and Broughton Sabo line.
Oh.
Quick chance there for Sabo and Kenefick back and forth. But Burnsville able to keep possession, and that's kicked out of the zone there by Sabo. Horsager and Campbell now out on D. Horsager behind the net up to Lewandowski. Kept in the zone there by Burnsville, but Campbell, behind the net. Back and forth they go. Horsager out to Kenefick, back to Horsager. Up the boards to Lewandowski. Burnsville able to bump Rosemount off the puck and up the boards there. That could be icing. Tollefson will have to play that in front of the net.
I don't think he wanted to, but he didn't want to take a chance either.
Sabo now around with a quick sauce pass there to Lewandowski. He cuts in with a fake shot. Lost the handle there. Up the boards, Wheeler keeps it in with a shot. Oh, just wide left as it's blocked. Would have caught the end of the pipe there. Over to Ratzlaff as he takes a look with a quick skipper pass up over the net, and that's a souvenir for someone.
Into the rafters. I think Burnsville has about 10 or 12 seniors on the team this year that have won as a group going through the ranks of community hockey.
A couple other people joining us, Chuck, here. Jim Liebert, somehow probably related to Carson, is watching from Green Valley, Arizona. So welcome, Jim. We're back underway here. Brady Johnston behind the net, up to Ratzlaff with a quick shot over the top. Irish off to a quick 3-0 lead in the shots. Kept in the zone there by Hendrickson as he's pinned up in the corner. Johnston giving chase. Burnsville with a high lob pass right into the mitts of Tollefson as he sends it up. Picked up by Johnston. Back behind to Wheeler, and he's tripped, and that'll be a call. Burnsville able to make a quick touch, and we'll have our first penalty of the night with the Irish going on the power play. We did talk to head coach Ricky Sainty before the game. The team has spent a little bit of time working on their power play, so it'll be interesting to see if they go with the 1-3-1, the 1-2-2.
The ABC.
Or maybe they'll mix it up. Who knows? But it will be
well, let's see, you got five, or you got
Irish on the power play.
3 defensemen out there.
Got Campbell and Ratzlaff, along with Kenefick, Lewandowski, and Wheeler. That's sent around the boards and exits the zone. The Irish will have to set that up again, and Tollefson flips it around the boards right to a Burnsville player. And keep it in the zone and tie up the Irish. Lewandowski tries to flip it up the boards. It's back to Ratzlaff now, so he'll go behind the net and regroup. Up they come to Lewandowski, just out of his reach, and dumped back in by Burnsville. 40 seconds into the power play here for the Irish. No shot yet. Here comes Lewandowski. He'll break in through the center. And Kenefick snuck in there just in front of him.
That was close.
So Ken Van is also on. I'd like to welcome Ken to the feed.
Again.
And Mary Schultz, multitasking at home, is on. So glad to have you here too, Mary. 13-17 to go in the first period. The Irish on the power play with 1:13 to go. They have yet to have a shot. Still with the same group out. Actually a different group now. Horsager, Campbell. Lewandowski remained with Sabo.
With speed.
And Kenefick. Lewandowski all the way around up to Horsager. He'll try to find an angle. Back to Lewandowski down into the corner, all the way across, trying to get Campbell there. It's tipped away just by Burnsville. And a quick shot there by Sabo. Goalie able to make a play, and around the boards it goes. And here comes Burnsville, shorthanded still. Breaking in with Kenefick giving chase, and nice block there by Horsager.
Good stick.
Able to break that up. 25 seconds to go in the power play. The Irish probably have time for one more solid rush here. Campbell will bring it up. Trailed there by Weismiller. He'll dump it in the corner. Looks like the Irish are getting ready to set up for the same line they started with in the transition here. That'll take care of the power play for the Irish. Back to full strength.
I don't think they got a shot on goal there, Mike.
Nah, maybe one. That might have been generous.
I think they should just keep feeding the point, just keep firing pucks at the net, and get somebody that's brave enough to stand out there in front of the net and tip. And a lot of those goals, it's not tic-tac-toe goals. You gotta work to get them.
The Irish struggling here in their own zone. Sent out by Burnsville, picked up by Wheeler. He'll dump it in. Trevor Brum will give chase there into the corner. Poked in by Hendrickson, but out it comes, and Wheeler tries to lay a hit there off the puck. Johnston dumps it in. Brum gives chase. Burnsville up around the boards again. Horsager pinching in. Keeps the puck in the zone for Bowick. Another quick shot high over the left part of the net there. Irish trying to set something up here. All the way across to Horsager, and that's broken up. Centering pass there, broken up by Horsager again. Johnston bumped off the puck there. Horsager picks it up, sends it all the way over to Campbell. Campbell dumps it in. The Irish will change the line here with Hendrickson trying to keep it in play. Wide pass there, intercepted by Ratzlaff to Hendrickson. He'll dump it back. A little bit of firehouse hockey here, Charles.
Yeah, getting the flow, figuring out what the flow of the game is going to be like.
Almost 7 minutes into the first period here. Just over 10 minutes to go. Irish keep it in. Ratzlaff down behind the net for Kennefic. Just past him. Lewandowski able to pick it up over to Wheeler, and Wheeler able to look, and a quick shot there with a glove save by Burnsville. He had the top right corner, but Burnsville quick there to stop. 9:51 to go. That's the fifth shot. Burnsville has yet to get a shot. Still tied up at 0. What do you think so far, Charles?
What I think is, a lot of coaches like to have the defenseman with their sticks towards the boards, but it takes away the one-timer in the offensive zone. So if somehow they could switch on the way back to the defensive zone, I don't know, just a thought. Random thought going through my head.
Back to the action here as Horsager will send it over to Campbell. That'll go off of Sabo's stick into the corner. Burnsville will send it around. It's intercepted. Dumped in by Campbell, but he touches it inside the zone as opposed to dumps it in, and that's an easy call for the ref. Offsides. We have an update in the other South Suburban action going on right now. Lakeville South and Egan. Egan scoring the first goal in that game. They're up 1-0 here in the first period. Irish will win that faceoff, and Horsager will dump it in all the way around to Weismiller. He'll chip it back up with a quick slap shot just out of the reach of Burnsville. Irish cycling it down for Bowick, who's bumped onto the puck. And another hard hit there as that comes out to center. Be dumped back in by Campbell.
Weismiller's throwing his $1.55 around.
Weismiller has that edge to him. Probably gets that from his father.
He's kind of an edgy guy. He almost got me in a fight on a golf course one day.
So another break in the action here with 9:01 to go. Wild also taking on Tampa Bay tonight. We'll try to keep you posted with that game as well. They're just starting here. Irish with a quick outlet to Ratzlaff.
Oh,
That's sent just wide right, just out of the reach of Sabo. Back to Ratzlaff with another quick shot just wide right. He's got the wide rights down.
yeah.
He just looks a little more to his left. Another shot from Wheeler there that's intercepted out front. Burnsville comes back now the other way. Lewandowski
throwing his .55 around.
There's a stick floats into the corner there from a Burnsville player. Oh, Wheeler with a hard hit. No call there.
Thumper is at it again.
Outlet pass up to Lewandowski. He cuts to the middle. He's got Kennefic coming the other way. Sable tries to drop it to Wheeler. And Burnsville now comes back the other way. Remember the last game, Chuck, we had a lot of passing versus shooting, even though they had 40 shots and outshot their opponent 2-1.
They still lost.
So hopefully tonight we'll see a little more shots.
Well, you know what the great one once said?
Oh, and there's a quick score. The great one can wait. As Burnsville scores there, cutting through the middle. Tollefson, I'm not sure, saw that. He was moving to the left, and the puck went up into the right. See if we can see the replay here. He floated in to the zone there, pass it back to the middle, and a quick shot. As Hendrickson just not able to bump his guy off the puck. And a quick 1-0 lead here for Burnsville with 7:47 to go. That's incidentally Burnsville's first shot on goal, Chuck.
Yeah, that's not a good save percentage. I'm not a good math guy, but even I know that.
Well, if the averages play out, that'll be their only goal at that rate, because Will blocks 93% of those. But already back to action here is almost intercepted by Burnsville right out in front again. Brum to Johnston, who sends it deep. He picks up his own dump. That didn't come out right.
He knew where the puck was going to go before he dumped it in.
Apparently. And Brum again chipping that back into Johnston. And Johnston bumps his man off, picked up by Brum there. Hendrickson able to lift the stick there, keep the puck in. Quick shot there by Ratzlaff over the top. He's having a hard time keeping that down.
You can never shoot him too low.
And wide out there, Burnsville picks it up, dumps it in, and they'll change their line. Tollefson tries to stop that behind the net. Ratzlaff to Wheeler, and Wheeler with a high lob shot.
Oh, hit a rafter. Up in the rafters.
Into the rafter. Ratzlaff there pointing to Tollefson. I'm not sure that play behind the net was what they wanted to do, but we'll regroup here. Bowick with the face-off there as the Irish win it. Ratzlaff with a quick pass. Outlet pass to Weismiller. Tried to get it to Bowick. Horsager will try it again. Behind the net, bumped off the puck there. Bowick all the way across the ice to Campbell as he'll streak up the side with a quick dump in. Chased down by the water beetle, Riley Bowick. Oh, and a hard attempted hit there by Beatty.
Took his glove right off his hand.
Just missed that one, not by much. Wheeler able there to break it free. Weismiller tries to send it back behind the net, but that's broken up. Now coming out the other way, Burnsville with a quick outlet pass on a lost edge. Picked up by Wheeler now as he's got Broughton in the middle. And a quick shot there that deflected, went through the goalie's legs, but he got a piece of it and deflected it wide right. That did not miss by much.
A good shot by Mason.
Tollefson will hold on to that one. We'll get a stop. And the ref will throw a glove back to a Burnsville player.
Hopefully there's not a hand in that glove. It's just a glove. Sparse crowd here tonight. Is not too heavy. Must be weather induced.
It's a little chilly out, Chuck. 5:40 to go in period one. Burnsville wins a faceoff, but a deflected shot picked up now by Lewandowski as he breaks back towards the middle. He tries to dangle through and it's broken up, but he'll pick it up in the corner, comes back out with a quick pass to Kennefic, but he'll draw a penalty there.
We're going to have somebody going to the sin bin.
Burnsville does not like that call, but clearly a trip there on Lewandowski as he was able to retrieve the puck from the corner, broke towards the net and tripped up along the way. So second opportunity for the Irish tonight with 5:26 to go in the first period. Second power play. We'll go with Wheeler, Campbell, Ratzlaff, Kennefic, and Lewandowski.
See if we can keep track of the number of shots on this power play. They have 6 now before the power play starts.
So Wheeler, leave it for Lewandowski. He'll circle back to the middle. Ratzlaff with a quick one-timer, and that hits someone in the skate and out of play. Tipped out wide left. That'll be faced off here in the zone.
He's pointing outside the zone, I think, Mike.
Oh, wow. That looked like it went off a Burnsville skate.
I thought the goalie deflected it out of play.
Well, clearly both of us were wrong as it's coming out of the zone. So either that or the refs missed it. Either way, they're in charge, and
we're not.
They'll drop it outside of the zone. So the Irish will regroup here. We're 30 seconds into the power play. The Irish still without a shot, but Lewandowski will bring it in. They'll try to set something up. That's left behind for Campbell. Over to Ratzlaff, back to Lewandowski. He's not able to keep control there. Squirts out to Wheeler. He gives it back to Lewandowski. Lewandowski is bumped off the puck. But Wheeler's able to poke it back up to Ratzlaff as he'll circle into the middle. Over to Campbell, back to Ratzlaff, down to the corner. Irish trying to find an angle with a quick one-timer there. Right into the chest of the goalie. Almost fumbled the rebound, but able to hold on.
It was a good shot right on goal by Campbell.
First shot, 1 minute into the power play. It looks like the Irish will change it up now. They'll keep Ratzlaff and Campbell out there. They'll add Horsager. Oh, they'll keep Wheeler too. So they'll add Horsager. Nope, Wheeler's off. So they'll add Horsager, Sabo, and Kennefic to Ratzlaff and Campbell. Sabo picks that up, but he's bumped off hard on the puck. Ratzlaff able to keep it in up to Campbell. He'll send it all the way over to Horsager. He'll leave it for Sabo. Sabo looks. Nothing. Horsager with a quick look, but no shot. A quick shot wide left there by Sabo all the way around. Nobody up at the top, but Horsager able to keep it in. Campbell will let that one go for Ratzlaff. He'll center that one to Kennefic. Wrong side of his stick there to take a shot. All the way back now to Sabo. Drops it in there with a one-timer. Just wide right there by Kennefic. And another quick shot with a tip wide that comes all the way out there. But two quick shots there by the Irish. That's the angles they're trying to set up there. 12 seconds to go. Maybe time for another rush before the power play expires again. Sable will give that over to Kennefic. He'll come in and dump it down. And that'll end the power play. So 2 shots for the Irish there on that power play. Wheeler behind the net there. Full stop all the way up to Sabo. They'll cut through the middle there. Tries to get a pass to Bowick or Weismiller. Either one missed. And chance for a hard hit there from Beatty. Both players bounce off of each other. That could have been deadly with a shot there. Tried to go deep. Tipped into the middle there. Irish once again with Beatty tipping that in, but it's right on net.
Ooh, that was a good tip. Kind of short hopped him.
And the goalie will hold there for a face-off. So 2:48 to go here in the first period. Shots are picking up a little bit. The Irish have 9. Burnsville now has 3. Irish still trail in this game 0-1. Burnsville scoring midway through the first period here. Hendrickson in there now with OVC. First time we've seen OVC tonight. With Hendrickson and Brum all the way around, and OVC's able to block that shot. He's got a little pep in his step.
Doing a little forechecking.
Burnsville will try again. Outlet pass. Almost intercepted there by Hendrickson with a dump there by Campbell. Horsager will regroup behind the net here over to Campbell. Up to OVC. OVC couldn't thread the needle there between Burnsville's legs. A quick shot there intercepted by Burnsville, steered away by Tollefson. Brum not able to get that out. Centering pass there, broken up and right through the legs of Burnsville.
Burnsville had 2 guys in front of the net there.
OVC blocks a shot behind the net there. And another block. Thank God OVC got a stick on that. It tipped it over the Burnsville player's stick. And another block by OVC. That's 3 blocks in a row there. OVC trying to take Horsager off the top of the block shots list on the team in one shift. We'll have a whistle here. That'll be icing. Minute 30 to go in the first. Another quick update here with South Suburban action. Lakeville South, another goal. 5:46 left in the first period. Lakeville South leads Egan 2-0. It's the only game we have a score on so far. We'll see if we get anything else here. So we'll send that behind the net, picked up by Lewandowski. Ratzlaff with a bullet to Sabo, all the way through him and back at him from the boards. He'll use his feet like Diego Maradona there to kick that back to his stick.
Who?
And a shot blocked by Tollefson, bumped off the puck.
1 minute remaining in the first.
1 minute to go here in the period, and the Irish will try to come up just out of the reach of Lewandowski.
That's going to cause another face-off in the Irish end.
Diego Maradona, the famous
Football player, right?
yes, soccer, football.
Football.
So quick first period here. With 54 seconds to go, the Irish trail still 0-1. Rosemount able to pick that puck up and send it out to center ice. Dumped back in by Burnsville. Campbell first to that as he'll break out, pass that up to Weismiller. Bowick will try to give chase with Beatty cycling back in through the center. Burnsville able to intercept though. Send it deep. Horsager picks it up. Down behind the net to Campbell. Over to Weismiller, now up to Beatty as he streaks along the right side and dumps it around the Burnsville player. Quick shot, and that's a goal!
What a snipe!
Wow.
What a snipe. You know, a kid like that needs a goal like that. He's been working hard all year, grinding in the corners, taking those center ice hits. It's good to see a guy like that get a goal like that. That was just a snipe.
I mean, that whole play set up there with the chip around the boards. They teach that in squirts. Use the boards as your friend, and Beatty chips that around to himself, passes right by the player with a quick snipe.
He's not one of those players we were waiting to get a first goal, is he?
No. Caught it on the left-hand side of the net there on the wide side, so
awesome. Fantastic
start now here for the scoring for the Irish as they tie it up, just under 20 seconds to go.
Another
3 seconds to go, centering pass. That'll end the first period.
Another apple for Campbell.
So Beatty from Weismiller and Campbell, probably with 20 seconds to go in the period. Unofficially, but certainly less than a minute.
I think it was like 15 seconds, Mike.
Yeah, it was a quick one there towards the end. The Irish needed that to finish the period tied up at 1. So that's a way to finish a period. So not real necessary to recap the scoring. You just saw it for the Irish.
Yeah.
Beatty with a quick chip around the boards to himself, and from the top of the dot, quick snapshot there, catches the top left corner on the far side. Quick in and out. And had you not been paying attention, you might have thought it hit the post, but
I was wondering if the ref was going to call it a goal. It was in and out, like you said. Pretty quick.
Definitely in the net.
We're going to put this Zamboni driver on the clock here.
All right, you time him.
I got him.
Looks like right here towards 2 minutes left in the first with that Egan game, Chuck, and power play goal for Egan to make it a 2-1 game, South.
Zamboni driver, you're on the clock.
Yeah, so we'll make that a feature of the remaining home games here. We'll see who's the fastest to get the ice done here. I think I know the answer, but we didn't officially have him on the clock, so it'll be hard to call him the winner until we get a game with him out there. But this guy doing it, I mean, paint dries faster than this guy.
We got to get a title for these guys. This guy might be like the Walrus.
Or he could be Pokey McPokerton.
We'll see what his time brings in before we give him a name.
Yeah, let's see what he starts at. But
Grandma Moses, maybe.
So another fun fact for you, Chuck, here, see if you have a comment on this. The Irish have some really good depth when it comes to clutch players. We have 9 different players that have accounted for the 13 game-winning goals the Irish have scored so far this season. Strammel, Kennefic, Campbell, and Hendrickson each have tallied game-winning goals twice, while Sabo, Lewandowski, Beatty, Ratzlaff, and Horshager have 1 game winner apiece. That's some pretty good forward and defensive depth there on game-winning goals for clutch plays.
That's good to know. You can get a scoring from any one of 10 or 12 kids out there on the ice.
We got Paul Malish, I think I'm saying that name right, watching from Seattle, God's country.
TJ just left Seattle.
He did. I think Paul works with TJ. Is that your boss, TJ? No, not his boss. Would have sucked up a little bit there. Your peers, so we don't have to worry about anything there.
We're going to tell you to give TJ a raise, but since you're not his boss, never mind.
Paul, glad to have you watching. Is it raining out in Seattle? Probably. Maybe not. Probably hard to tell in the dark. I guarantee it's warmer in Seattle right now. I did hear it's been snowing out in the west. Not sure how much snow Seattle has, but a lot. Canceled schools out there. Wow, welcome to reality of Minnesota and Seattle, I guess. It's a couple inches even. They shut down schools. It's like Oklahoma when they get a little dusting. They got to shut everything down.
And we got a snow-nami coming around here, so get your supply of water, food, get ready to hunker down for the weekend.
Is Paul by chance watching from Pikes Market? No? Oh, he's commuting home. He's driving while watching? That's... Someone else is driving. I got it. Just in case the police are listening. We don't want to get anyone in trouble. Strict laws out there in Seattle. So glad to have you on the feed here with us, Paul. We're in between periods. I think we mentioned the scoring for those of you maybe just joining us. The Irish tied it up with about 15 seconds to go, 1-1. Burnsville scoring on their first shot of the game with a quick fumbled pass in the center with a shot that caught Will off guard as he was tracking the puck to the right of the net and quick shot back to the left. That took an early lead here at about the middle of the period. But a good response from the Irish. Just under 15 seconds to go in the period with Beatty chipping it up around to himself off the boards. Textbook play all the way going back to Mites. And picked his own pass up with a quick snapshot. I'm not even sure the goalie saw it, but he went blocker side, upper left on the wide part of the net.
Would that be considered a bar down?
I don't think so. Bar down is when it hits the crossbar and actually goes down.
This was in and out, I guess.
Well, it came in and out. Yeah, it went right in the upper left-hand corner and bounced straight out. Toronto had to probably take a look at that, but there was no doubt with the ref. And they called that a good goal. That ended the first period tied up at 1.
For Minnesota high school hockey, they don't call Toronto. They call Champlain Park, I think.
Apparently there's a foot of snow at Paul's house in Seattle. He's online letting us know. Meteorologist Paul Malish in the house giving us the weather report from Seattle. For those of you traveling in the next couple of days, bring an extra pair of boots and a jacket. What are we at here on the Zamboni time, Chuck?
We're at 5:05 right now.
He's just finishing his second pass down the middle. I hope he knows that a lot of us got to get to bed at some point here. We'd like to get the second period going. No one needs their beauty sleep more than you, Charles.
You got that right. Age has taken its toll.
We haven't heard anything from our favorite critic, TC.
Which one?
TC.
Oh.
I don't have any correspondence from...
We must be doing all right then.
365 24/7, so we must be doing something right. Either that or the dogs are keeping her busy.
She's probably folding clothes right now. She's got it on pause.
So they're recognizing it's a teacher appreciation night here for the players. Each player has recommended or nominated a teacher to get in for free tonight. And as part of that recommendation, they're reading off the player and the corresponding teacher that they brought, with the students' comments around why they're their favorite teacher. We really haven't been paying attention to what they've said or who the teachers are, but nonetheless, it's going on either way.
Back in the day, they'd make that a pre-game ceremony, and the teachers would come out on the ice and maybe collect a rose or something from the player, or something to show their gratitude to what these teachers have instilled in these kids and made them worthy of showing up here at the RCC.
I think they're trying to keep the game going tonight, Chuck. It's a little bit chilly out.
They got more than enough time with this guy driving the Zamboni.
So I thought we were getting critiqued, but looks like Jeff Humble's watching us, Chuck.
Hey, Jeffrey. Good.
Figured out how to pull up the link. That's amazing.
TJ's bad mouthing. I won't let you know what he's saying.
But as many of you know, Jeff is a longtime supporter of the hockey program here in Rosemount. Coached a lot of the kids that are playing tonight in their days as a Bantam. And it's always good to see Jeff or hear Jeff's voice. Brings back a lot of memories we can't necessarily share, Chuck.
No, those we'll just keep to ourselves. Basically what TJ said, Jeff, was you must have somebody go over there showing you how to do this streaming online stuff.
So, Jeffrey, good to see you. I was just talking to somebody the other day about some of our trips to Roseau. There's been some feeds with some of the other networks broadcasting Roseau and Grand Rapids, and brought back some memories of the therapy room.
That one year, I think we were Pee-wees. Max and Tyler were the younger ones in the group. I think we hit every major city north of Anoka.
We did. We watched War Road play. We watched War Road play Roseau. We watched it's another high school game we watched. A lot of good hockey that weekend. Fun time. Memorable trip to be to Roseau. I mean, that rink is something else.
Historic, yeah.
Best loaded baked potato in the concession stand in the country.
In the state for sure.
I didn't know anything about it until we were leaving after losing our last game up there, and Jeff had to stop the bus to get out. We wondered we thought he had to use the bathroom. He came back with a potato.
They had a good, awesome turkey sandwich too.
So good times for sure. It looks like Hastings is up 2-1 over Sibley. And Eastview is up 1-0 at the end of the first.
We'll call this guy done at the 9-minute mark.
So Eastview at Farmington up 1-0 here at the end of the first. So it's a who's who right now in the South Suburban games going on. The only idle teams tonight, as we mentioned before, Apple Valley and Shakopee. Shakopee is the Irish's next opponent on Saturday here on Hockey Day, Minnesota.
We have a load management day that day, right? Where we won't be working?
The union has told us we are not allowed to work that day. So we will not be broadcasting that game. Wild are up 1-0 with one of our 13-year no-trade players, Zach Parisi, scoring the first goal.
It sounded like a good idea when we signed him.
That was exciting when they did that like 7 years ago, and unfortunately there's still 7 years to go on their contract. So I don't even think you can sign a free agent anymore in the NHL for 13 years, can you? Like, isn't it like an 8-year max now?
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure you don't. I mean, Connor McDavid didn't sign for 13 years with Edmonton. But maybe
there's some players out there that deserve it now, or deserve it more than those two do.
What was the time on the Zamboni driver?
9 minutes.
Flat?
I rounded up.
Well, you rounded
seconds.
up. Okay, 9's fair. If we get tight, we'll have to go back and review the tape. But 9 minutes is our first. We'll get one more chance with this guy unless somebody else comes out and does it. But we should almost have a pool.
We'll kind of keep track of what their times are during the rest of the season here.
No chuck-a-puck or squirt game there in the first period, so 9 minutes ended up being a 15-minute break between the end of the first period and the start of the second.
Sainties must be getting more ice time during the week where they don't have to skate between periods of the high school game.
Your favorite guys, Chuck, are back on the ice first.
The
Stripes.
Yeah.
Chuck has a warm place in his heart for refs, as those of you that may know. He was a ref.
Way back.
Not for hockey, you weren't a ref, but I mean, you were a ref.
I was coaching softball one year, my daughter's softball team, and I made it exactly one half of one inning into the game.
And you were fired?
And I was asked very politely by the ref or the umpire to leave the premises and not open my mouth again.
Wow.
All I said was, hey, all we asked you to do is keep track of balls and strikes, and you can't even do that. That was enough to
You got tossed.
give me a 6-inning vacation.
And you never were allowed to back me on the bench? Or was it just that game?
Just that game. And my wife, she was there watching the game. She had Max. Max was just a baby. And she said, since you're doing nothing here, you can watch him. I'm going home. Funny story.
My God, is that Frank Senta behind the Burnsville bench there? Was Frank there when you were there, Chuck?
No.
So Frank was a coach at Rosemount back when I was in high school here. One of them.
Is his name on the roster?
Yeah. Well, you'd recognize Frank. He doesn't look a day older than he did when I was in high school. He's done a nice job of keeping himself healthy. He's obviously still involved and loves hockey. I think he's been with the Burnsville program a while there. Burnsville, incidentally, we have a question of where is Burnsville? Burnsville's a suburb in the South Metro area. It's just a little bit south of Rosemount, just adjacent to Apple Valley and Prior Lake, if you're familiar with that area. But it's a South Suburban school, and in our conference, in the South Suburban Conference, along with Rosemount. So
it's basically between Highway 13 and County Road 42 on the north and south borders, and 35W and Cedar Avenue.
They're in our section, and we play them twice a year as part of our conference schedule. So, wow. Dancing around is Lewandowski with Kennefic on the other side. A quick pass, and Kennefic held it too long. Kennefic needed to pull the trigger sooner there. Nice pass by Lewandowski under the pads there.
They're going to have a talk between periods, those two.
Kennefic just not able to pull the trigger fast enough, and the goalie makes a nice save. As Burnsville comes out the other way. Right in front of the net there, tripped around, and Tollefson will put the topper on that, and will face off inside the zone.
Good scoring chance for the Irish there.
Chuck, what year was Burnsville founded as a city?
As a city?
Like 1941.
One?
I think you're right.
Same year World War II started.
Quick shot there from the point. Tollefson able to make the save. You got any fun facts about Burnsville for Clifton Meyer here? Other than it,
I think they're
raised the great Charles Carter.
Their deceased football coach is probably one of the winningest coaches in Minnesota high school history, Dick Hansen.
Quick shot there through the middle. Burnsville not able to put some lumber on that, and they'll try to center, and the skate tip over. Blocked out front there by Beatty. Burnsville able to keep possession as they try to center it again. Tollefson will poke the stick around the side there. No call as bodies are tumbling like a yard sale over there. Quick flip, not out of the zone there by Bowick. The Water Beetle gives chase, and he's banged around in the corner there. Chopped around. The Irish come out with Weismiller going across ice to Campbell off the boards. He keeps possession, breaks in with a quick shot. Burnsville not able to hold on to that. Kept in there by Campbell. He'll give a quick shot there wide right behind the net. Picked up by Weismiller. Centers to nobody. All the way down and on net. Back up from Tollefson to Weismiller. Center to Hendrickson. He's not able to keep control. Oh, yes, he is. Deep into the corner. All the way around the boards and out of the zone. Streaking.
Wave the icing off there.
Ratzloff goes in there and hauls down the Burnsville player.
Oh, he's going to get a vacation for that.
Yeah, that's a 2-point takedown in wrestling normally.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan never played Andre the Giant like that.
No.
Although without helmets and jerseys, it looked pretty close.
There's a long line of Oseguis that went to Burnsville. One was the patriarch. Tom Osigi was a gym teacher there.
Longtime coach of Burnsville.
Yeah. Went on to coach women at Wisconsin. I think Mark is a coach at Wisconsin on the boys' side now.
Mark ended up playing professionally and then now was at Ohio State, but eventually settled in with Tony Granato at Wisconsin. Tom is the unofficial scout for Wisconsin. Whoa, and off Tollefson's head. And Tollefson shakes his helmet off to get a stop there.
I think it might have broke a strap or snap came loose or something.
Will there hugged the post there. Took a shot right to the face.
Took one off the grill.
I know, as we've said before, the great Rob Riggle from Hangover. Will took that puck in the face, face. That's
that movie never gets old.
So, Chuck, we got a little bit of a correction to one of your stats on Burnsville, but Burnsville was actually founded in 1855. You were close.
I'll be danged.
Only off by about 94 years there. Was established 3 years after that in 1858, and then incorporated pretty close to the year you might have been born in 1964.
Who the hell is coming up with these numbers?
Well, Joe S., of course.
Joe, you got to find something else to do with your spare time, my friend.
Appreciate that, Joe.
And you shouldn't make it a point to make me wrong all the time.
Were you born in 64, Chuck?
I was born before 1964.
So this Burnsville wasn't even incorporated before you were born. Oh, and a quick dangle there by Burnsville, broken up by Wheeler. Tollefson was able to steer that one away, but somehow Burnsville got through Wheeler there.
Okay, Joe S., I got one for you. What's it mean to be incorporated or unincorporated?
So the Irish, by the way, are on a penalty kill here.
Oh, I almost caught...
break that out and back in.
Badger.
I'll try to set that up. Back behind the net. Quick shot there. Tollefson with a great point-blank save.
He tried to play that off the end boards. He couldn't get it.
That hits Lewandowski in the boot, but thank goodness it helped it get it out of the zone. As
he went down like it was hit by a sniper.
Tries to go back the other way now. Irish doing a nice job of keeping the pressure on Burnsville to pass the puck. 35 seconds to go in the power play. Just over the stick of Wheeler. They'll chip that in and out of play. They'll face off in the zone. Tipped out there by Wheeler. So some of the other, Chuck, I can't believe you didn't remember. I think you went to school with Todd's kid, but Todd Okerlund, the great Mean Gene Okerlund's from Burnsville.
Yeah, he was a year younger than I was.
Former wrestling great announcer.
Yeah.
Mean Gene Okerlund from Burnsville. Matt Larson, how could we forget Matt? One of the top student athletes in Burnsville history. Played on those teams with Osiki, Kevin Gorg. Kevin Gorg's another Burnsville alum.
Yes, he is.
played goalie. So Rosemount able to fight that off. It's back to full strength here. 12:30 to go in the second period. That's all the way up to Beatty. He chips it over to Sabo, who's breaking in one-on-one now. Quick shot over the top of the net. Got some tic-tac hockey going here, and Burnsville almost able to steal that puck. Beatty now the other way. He just loses the handle there. That goes deep in the corner, sent out by Campbell. All the way down, and that'll be icing.
You got text messages coming in left and right.
So just under 12 minutes to go here in the second period. Still 1-1. Wave the Burnsville player out of the dot there for delay. They'll still win the face-off there behind the net, and they'll cycle out, intercepted by Wheeler. The Burnsville player's head in the middle there. No icing there. Burnsville picks it up before it gets to the line. Quick sauce out to the middle. Hops right over. Ratzlaff gives chase. He looks around. Over to Wheeler now. He'll pivot behind the net. Give it back to Ratzlaff. That'll come up to Weismiller as he'll balance his way through and chip that down deep. Chased in by Hendrickson.
Good job, YZ.
Into the corner there, intercepted. Burnsville comes out now the other way. Ratzlaff able to force the dump. Back behind the net again. Hendrickson gives chase there as Burnsville picks up. He'll lose the puck as Lewandowski now almost stole that. Burnsville the other way now. Centering pass broken up by Sabo as he sends it in, and Kenefic's offsides though, unfortunately. I don't think Sabo tried to pass that. I think he was trying to dump it deep.
He was trying to dump it in, and Connor just happened to be skating right in front of him.
Connor said, I like pucks.
Yeah, I'll take that from you.
Like the great Billy Bob Thornton, who likes taters, Kenefic likes pucks. Another correction here for you, Chuck, from Joe S.
Joe,
but
take a
an
break.
unincorporated community is a settlement that is not governed by its own local municipal corporation.
Okay, it's Joe. It sounds like you looked that up.
But either way, he has the facts. And Joe,
is it a fact? Do we know that?
Joe, you're on the staff. We're going to get you the same salary Chuck and I get.
I'll give you half my salary, Joe.
Well, we'll get you your own. We'll double it, too. Unfortunately, double of nothing that Chuck and I get is still nothing. So welcome to the Nothing Club. Rosemount now coming out the other way. It's a quick pass up the boards to Kenefic. She was able to chop that to Campbell. Breaking into the middle was Lewandowski with a wraparound right through the center of the crease from Kenefic. Almost 2-1 game here as we'll chip that up into the penalty area there as a medic will pick that puck up, and she doesn't want it. So she'll give that back.
She wants nothing to do with it.
Must not be an official Rosemount Carbones puck tonight.
No,
those are hot commodities if you can get one. Joe S. is honored to be on our staff with the salary we've generously given him. So,
Joe, you're still a probationary employee, though.
Bowick able to pick that up in the corner. He's muscled off the puck. Bowick, you can't be fooled by Bowick's size. He's not afraid to get in the corner and mix it up.
He's a scrapper.
And he'll take a hit with the best of them and give it just as well. So as he's taking a punishment in the corner there. Beatty with a hit there, but right to the Burnsville player, and they'll come back the other way with Ratzlaff tagging. Quick poke check there and a lift. Able to take possession away like it was nothing.
That was textbook there.
That's a Slovakian missile launcher if I've ever seen it. And Wheeler shot blocked there, just wide right, and Beatty gives chase. So the Irish picking up the pace here a little bit in the second period.
Yeah, Thumper got a hold of one.
Getting a little physical out there too, which is nice to see. The Irish need that. Cycled back in by Hendrickson. Nobody there. Brum tries to get in there. Up off the corner there. Campbell able to pick that puck up.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
Brum got the wrong end of that reverse shoulder check. As Horsager in now with a quick low shot blocked by Burnsville.
Oh, he's pickpocketed him.
He's just trying to take a shot at anything he can get his stick on
Just
right now.
keeps swinging. Looks like that tabletop hockey game.
That'll get dumped in. Picked up there by Brum. He'll come around with a shot just over the top of the net. I think the goalie got a piece of that. All the way around the boards. Horsager not able to keep that in all the way down, but Burnsville giving chase now. Speedy player there, but Horsager tags up and able to send him without a stick. Chipped out now. Lewandowski just misses it. Centered in now, and a blocker save there by Tollefson. Another quick one-timer just off the pad from Tollefson goes high, wide right. And now the human highlight reel says, give me the puck, I'm coming in, and
I got you.
never mind.
1-on-5, I got you.
Never mind, I'll give it back. And they dump it in. Looked like something exciting was going to happen there. Sabo able to come out with that. He'll cycle it over to Horsager. Quick soft sauce there to Lewandowski with a waist-high pass back to Sabo. Those are hard to catch, Chuck.
Waist high behind you.
Waist-high behind you. Horsager dumps it deep, and now Lewandowski picks his pocket. Quick centering pass to Sabo, broken up. And Burnsville with some speed coming the other way now, and a quick check. A 3-on-2 developing now with Kennefic, Wheeler, and Lewandowski. Centering to Lewandowski with a quick shot there. Great saves.
Made two great
Three
saves.
great saves. Right out to Wheeler in the middle and a block shot. Lewandowski there had 3 quick shots, all saved by the Burnsville goalie there. As that's dumped in by Rosemount, they'll try to change the line.
That was a good shift by that group.
Fast pace with that line just out of Beatty's reach. Burnsville now with the give and go into the zone, and a quick shot steered away by Tollefson. Ratzlaff back behind the corner, pins his man up against the boards, and the Water Beetle gives chase. Ratzlaff again, able to pin his man up on the boards. Bowick tries to come out with it. Burnsville with a quick centering pass to nobody. There'll be no icing there. So that's sent down the ice by Burnsville on their own time. They'll regroup behind the net. 6 minutes to go here in the second period. All the way across the ice off the boards to Burnsville as they enter the zone with a quick shot. And Tollefson able to pinch that between his knees.
He almost got 5-hold there.
So a quick update on the Egan game. They score another power play goal with 9:31 left in the second, and that game is tied now.
At 2?
2 apiece, Lakeville and Egan. Lakeville South and Egan. So Egan giving Lakeville South its money's worth. And South is number 9 in the state right now. Cycles up to Bowick. He tries to put his stick on it and slides into third over the line. Beatty chips that in. Weismiller gives chase, and he puts a tag on his man.
Yeah, you could have got a check in from behind there if he'd have followed through on that.
Quick tip up there to Horsager over to Campbell with a shot just wide right. That's centered with Campbell able to position himself nicely there to keep the puck back in the zone. Off the boards behind the net. Horsager able to block that in. Kept in by Campbell, or Hendrickson, sorry. He tries to split 2 Burnsville players there.
The one-man wrecking crew out there.
Gives chase and able to find the puck.
Nice.
Up to the point
nice
with a quick
shift.
one-timer. That's blocked out in front and out of play.
Nice shift by Hendrickson. Dragged the puck deep in the zone, forecheck to keep it down there. Irish got a line change out of it, and not a real good scoring chance, but a scoring chance nonetheless.
Right at the 11:59 mark here in the second period. 5:01 to go. Shots now even up at 15 apiece, and the score also tied up at 1. Sabo wins that face-off. That's sent deep in by Lewandowski and the wrong way. Ratzlaff pins his man up in the boards, and Sabo helps out, sends that up. Lewandowski back down to Ratzlaff. That's sent back up. See if we can't get this out of the zone here. Chip back up to Sabo as he streaks in and out of the middle. He's got nobody with him, though. Centers that all the way over and intercepted by Burnsville. As Kennefic will give chase the other way. That's broken up by Ratzlaff. Wheeler able to pick it up over to Lewandowski now as he's got Kennefic on the right.
Here.
Lewandowski leaves for Kennefic. He can't keep a handle on it. Turns that puck over again.
Bounced off his stick.
So a 3-on-2 again, broken up by Burnsville. Leaves not even a shot. That could have been too many men right there for Burnsville. Player came on and let the puck go. Intercepted there by Burnsville all the way over. And Tollefson with a great save as Horsager hand tips that back behind the net. Boy, left Will exposed there with a 2-on-0 and a nice pass by Burnsville. But Tollefson with his 15th save of the night there on Burnsville's 16th shot has done a nice job since Burnsville's first shot scored, stopping all 15 he's faced since. And now Burnsville tries to come out the other way, picked up by Horsager again. He's all over the place tonight. Outlet pass to Lewandowski, just out of his reach as he'll get off the ice.
That should be an icing.
And that saves an icing. So a little pep in Will Tollefson's step there as he makes his 15th save of the night.
That was a big save. This is when all the excitement happened in the first period in the last 5 minutes. So let's see. Let's hope it doesn't get too good for Burnsville, and Rosemount can pick up the pace here and maybe get one before the end of the period.
So we're down to 3:20 here in the second. Wheeler with a quick shot that caught the goalie going the wrong way. Floating lob shot there that almost caught the pipe and went in, but that's
There should be another ice.
Sent out by Burnsville, and it will be another ice. Genius, Chuck. How do you know your hockey rules?
Years and years and years of doing this, Mike.
You've been corrected again by the great
Joe S.
Terry Carter. Not folding clothes, she wants to be known. She's probably patiently doing work or
awaiting my return.
Awaiting your return. Not sure she's doing that, but the Irish again win a face-off. Wheeler with a quick low shot there. Tries to get that to Beatty. And we've got a yard sale in front of the net here.
Oh, yeah, go in
Bowick.
One more time. One more time, Riley.
Bowick wants...
Get in there one more time. You get a penalty out of it.
Bowick wants the player to know down on the ice, and he goes again.
Scrappy young lad.
And he's still chirping as they're sending him away. Rosemount students get into it chanting psycho.
Rosemount and Burnsville had a little bit of history going back a few years.
Refs did a nice job there. No penalty called, no harm, no foul. Just crossed the 3-minute remaining in the second period mark. Still 1-1, and this game look for the pace to pick up a little bit here, Chuck.
Oh, yeah.
That might be the spark the Irish need to get something going here, but Ratzlaff lets up on that. Thought I was going to hit the rafters. That's kept in. A quick shot there. That's blocked by
Bowick.
But Trooper, he's going to get off the ice, but I think, not sure where that hit him, but it doesn't look like he's hurt. Up off the boards there, picked up by Ratzlaff. And Ratzlaff able to get that over to Weismiller. Weismiller back behind to Ratzlaff to Sabo as he's bumped off, but all the way across the ice to Wheeler. Beatty tries to finish sending that deep and just misses as Burnsville picks it up. And they send it in the stands. Somebody, students paying attention.
Flying Canucks.
And ducking, nobody hurt. The kids, notice the kids getting into position for Chuck a puck tonight, Chuck.
Yeah, they're all marking their territory there.
We wonder what animal or toy they'll put out for the kids to shoot for tonight.
There was a toy car last time we were out.
Always a fun mystery to guess what they'll be chucking pucks at tonight. Irish almost with a poke check interception there by Lewandowski. Kennefic anticipating the pass as Burnsville goes behind the net. They'll try to get something going out of the net. And a quick lob pass. That's going to be picked up just out of the reach of Campbell. Icing waved off and a centering pass there intercepted by Lewandowski as now he's going back the other way. He cuts back to the middle and stick held, no call. Burnsville all the way back behind the net. Now Horsager pinching in. Sees an opportunity, and that's tic-tacked up to the line, picked up by Sabo. And now puck going the other way with a 3-on-1, but Campbell breaks that up. Now here comes Lewandowski the other way. The human highlight reel has Sabo in the middle. A centering pass there, broken up by the goalie, and a return tip back by Kennefic, just saved by Burnsville. Thought something was going to happen nice there again, as we're down to 1:13 in the second.
You know, Mike, I think Burnsville thinks they got the team speed on Rosemount, because I see a lot of flipping the puck up out of the zone and trying to beat the Rosemount defenders back up the ice to the puck. So I think they must have found something in some tapes or something where they think they can outskate them to the dumped puck.
The Irish able to win that face-off. They're giving a good chase to keep that in the zone, and that will come out now going the other way. Board pass to the Burnsville player. Another nice save by Tollefson, and a quick rebound. There it goes in. Will made a great first save there, but nobody blocking the man who was trailing, and he picks the puck up for a quick shot with 52 seconds to go here in the first, and Burnsville retakes the lead now 2-1.
That was another flipped pass that got behind the defenseman, the Rosemount defenseman, and they just got beat to the puck.
Which is too bad, because Will made that first great save there on a break coming in from Burnsville. So just under a minute to go here. See if the Irish can answer with under a minute to go as Weismiller breaks into the zone. He's got Bowick and Beatty on the other side. Goes back behind the net. Bumped off the puck. Burnsville now, as Beatty gives a hard hit there, and Irish dump it back in. Delayed offside call there. 30 seconds to go. Up along the other side there. Beatty keeps it in. Burnsville picks it up though. They'll try this again back behind the net. 20 seconds to go now in the second period. Centering pass to a man breaking in through the middle. Broken up nicely by Horsager there. Campbell close behind, and he's hitting the head. That'll be a penalty with 11 seconds to go. A cross check from Burnsville with a careless mistake here. The Irish will finish the period here in the power play.
This is about the time of the game, our first period, that we scored our goal.
So just a fortunate change of events here with the Irish, as they'll go on the power play with 11 seconds to go to finish the period, barring any other penalties, and then start the third period on the power play. So let's see if they can get something going with 11 seconds here. So it'll be a quick 10 seconds. Nobody there. That comes all the way out. Ratzloff will pick that up. He'll lose it. That goes in deep, and that'll end the second period. So quick end of the second period there as the Irish lose a defensive battle there with a quick rebound shot by Burnsville to take the lead 2-1 now. Finishing the second period. We'll start the third period here. Oh, we had to move out of the way for Riker Sabo to get his pucks. Jesus, you never met a puck you didn't like, did you, Riker? Only time he ever does chuck a puck is when they're handed to him from Grandpa. We had to back out of the way so that Grandpa could hand Riker the pucks.
He was running.
Keep an eye on him.
He was running us over.
Let's get the camera on Riker. Let's watch this form. Jackson will appreciate this if he's still watching. This is Jackson Sabo and Broughton Sabo's brother, Riker. The Sabos might have the record for the most kids in the program here after they're done. 13 years, I think, they'll have been a part of Rosemount hockey at the high school level.
We're talking about varsity chuck-a-puck players?
Yeah. There's Riker. He's in the center of your screen. Here we go. Like a frisbee.
What do we got here?
Oh, we got a little duck they're throwing to tonight.
I'll stand it up, Ron.
Oh, it's closest to the chicken, even if the chicken moves. Chick-a-Puck tonight. Look at Riker. The intensity on this kid's face is unbelievable. I mean, he's upset they haven't already said go. He's ready. He's cocked back. Here we go. Oh, he jumped the gun. He jumped the gun. That's the trick right there, as he's the closest puck out of the gate. He is the closest puck out of the gate. I think we've learned his secret. He just chucks the puck before he's allowed. Oh, and there's a puck that snuck in on
somebody
him.
aced him out. Somebody aced him out.
There's
two
puck.
of them right there.
Riker was right there. He is disappointed as all could be. I think I see a tear. But incidentally, that puck should not have counted. He jumped the gun. I watched it. It was unbelievable. And we'll have to see it. Too bad that puck at the Ducks' butt didn't make it. We saw you jump the gun.
I jumped in. I was right there.
We know. We saw. Watch the tape.
No. Yeah,
we were on you.
But I took third.
Well, what do you get for third?
Nothing.
A thank you and come again next week?
You get 100% of our wages.
Our lucky winner this evening is puck number 92.
Oh. Who won? Who? You needed that puck, Riker. You needed that puck to hit the duck to go towards your puck. You needed the puck that won to hit the duck and push the duck to you. Well, another disappointment in the Sabo family there is Riker not able to come through with the Chuck-a-Puck victory. We called it one night, but he was so upset that they hadn't said go yet that before they even could take a breath to let go out, he threw the first puck.
You know, Mike, you can see the Sabo backyard from County Road 42, and I noticed the other day they had an area cleaned off.
For Chuck-a-Puck practice?
For Chuck-a-Puck practice, yes.
I would not put that past the Sabo family to do that.
On the pond behind their house.
Well, what an exciting Chuck-a-Puck that was. I think the duck is a good thing to put out there for Chuck-a-Puck.
Stick with the duck.
So
Chicken. It was a chicken, not a duck. Oh, we got to get the timer going on this dude.
Oh, yeah, here we go. When do you start it? When he's in forward motion or when he comes out?
When he heads over this way.
All right. Got to be consistent and fair.
Yes,
when he drops the back gate. All right, here we go. 9 minutes is the time to beat for this guy. And we're off.
We'll go. We'll put him on the clock. You've been served.
So it looks like Egan and Lakeville South are tied up at 2 through the end of the second period. Another score here. Appreciate that, Joe S. Eastview scores to make it 2-0 in the second against Farmington. So some separation starting, another Lakeville South action. Quick summary from your second period again. The Burnsville Blaze score with 52 seconds to go in the second period to take the lead 2-1, but however, committed a penalty then shortly thereafter that with 11 seconds to go. A cross check picked up, and they served the first 11 seconds on the power play with nothing changing. They'll start the third period on the power play with 1:49 to go. Shots pretty even still, 18 for Burnsville, 17 for Rosemount.
Well, if they ever wanted to change their power play proficiency, now would be the time. They could pump in a goal here before the end of the period, or end of the penalty. We can make for a good ending of this game.
So we've made one lap, and we're at 1.5 minutes. Actually, we have not finished the first lap.
No, we're about 3/4 of the way.
No more teachers to recognize, apparently, as Bergstrom is taking a break.
He's not happy because he wasn't one of them that was
picked.
He wasn't one of them that was picked. And I would think that he would be the most popular teacher at the high school, being the driver's ed teacher.
Still a big crowd out here tonight.
Well, I want to remind all the listeners that the Joel Carlson Carboni fundraiser is January 25th.
Yep.
Make sure you save some time on that Saturday to get down there and make a donation to help the Carlson family out.
$15 will get you a plate of spaghetti and a warm heart.
And a warm heart.
So you're also no harm and certainly appreciative to donate and not eat.
That's right.
I know Humble, if he's still listening, loves a good plate of spaghetti. Wonder if he'll be down there. Knowing him, he will be. Never missed a plate of spaghetti he didn't like. Looks like Eastview now 3-0 over Farmington, and they've just finished the second period. On another, looks like a fun fact here. Today, if Frank Zamboni, the inventor of the Zamboni, were alive, he'd be 119, Chuck.
Really? Is that Joe S. again?
No, that'd be Sophia Murphy.
Thank you, Sophia.
So that's almost, Frank was born after Burnsville was incorporated.
Yes, he was.
Lots of fun facts tonight out. I'd like to thank our sponsors.
The
The Brett Kuski
Brett Kuski Financial
Consulting Firm. If you need help managing your finances, doesn't matter if you have $1 like me or $1 million like Chuck. Brett Kuski's there to help you.
He'll find you the right
tell
spot,
you what to do.
the right piece of ground to bury that coffee can in.
Still no picture of Kuski up there. I mean, Jacob Miller still the leading portrait on the sponsors board for Remax.
There might be a reason by that. Maybe he's not very photogenic, Mike.
Well, either way, I think you got to get your picture up there, Brett. I mean, most people like to buy and work with people they know. I think if people saw your picture, they'd feel more inclined to work with you. But again, maybe you don't need the business. You got Chuck on board.
Yeah, we keep him pretty busy.
That might be enough. But thanks to all the sponsors up on the board there. Appreciate your support. And those on the warm-up jerseys as well. How we doing on Zamboni timer? He's made one pass through the center.
We're almost at the 5-minute mark.
And I think he slowed down.
I think so.
I mean, he does a nice job of making sure his work is good, but holy cripes. Do you remember the year the Zamboni driver up at the Apple Valley Community Center
I was just thinking
arrested
about that.
drunk driving the Zamboni right into the board?
Zamboning under intoxication.
They had to get out on the ice and drag him off the thing as he plowed through the boards a couple times. I mean, he wasn't even coming close to slowing down at the turn.
I thought of that one. I thought of one. We had a scrimmage game against South St. Paul, and the Zamboni broke like right in the middle of Zamboni and the ice. It threw everything off. Not good.
Your Wild game right now is also tied at 1. Nikita Kucherov scoring for Tampa Bay to tie it up at 1.
Who scored for the Wild?
Offsetting Zach Parisi's goal in the first period. So Wild and Tampa Bay tied up at 1. No need to watch that game. Stay with us. We'll give you the update. Wild are really on a tough run here. They've lost some momentum.
This is when they're supposed to be picking up those points that they lost at the beginning of the year when they're on the road all the time.
They've got 7-game home stretch, I think, right now, or maybe it's 10. I can't remember. It's a lot of games. They need to win them. They need to win these home games.
You can't take that 1 point for a tie and lose in overtime. That's not going to help you out. I think on the radio this morning they're saying they went from being 2 points out of a playoff spot to 7 points in a matter of 3 games.
I've just been reminded that we have another realtor, although no picture up on the wall yet, but Barb Luzum now with Edina Realty. Former player Jimmy Luzum, it's his mother, and the statistician Mike Luzum's wife. So out of respect for the statistician, we're giving a plug to Barb. Edina Realty, they're home away from home.
They already have a representative up on the Wall of Fame there, and Janice Powers.
I think that's Barb's mentor.
Is it?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Sounds good.
The two of them can wrestle for the
Whoa.
Edina Realty Board on the RCC.
Nobody should be wrestling for realty benefits at this point. We don't need Barb hurting her back or hurting Janice's back for that matter. The Zamboni driver here now cutting a corner there, Chuck. He's missed a sliver out here. I'm not sure.
He's trying to. Somebody sent a message to him. He took him 9 minutes last time.
Do you think he's going to come back? He must have to come back and get that because he's got a whole chunk over here on the other side. But he's crossed the 8-minute mark. He's picking up the pace a little, Chuck.
Yeah.
Somebody has hot-wired him the notification that he is on the clock.
He's on the clock. Maybe his supervisor.
We are at 8:30. We would like to be home by 9:30, so. And he is making one final pass. I'm not sure when you stopped the clock last time. It could be dead nut the same time.
Yeah, it's going to be really close.
So.
It was about 8:57. I just rounded up to the 9-minute mark.
All right, well, let's see what happens here. We do know we should be keeping track of time and variance. Consistency is the key if you're Zamboniing and you're going to take your own time to do it. You might as well be consistent. He's going to be a little bit over, I think, Chuck. He's gunning it. He's gunning it for the door, though.
Yeah,
he's going the distance.
9 minutes right there, and he was actually done about 8:57 last time.
He's let that go.
So he's within like 5 or 10 seconds. You can't fault the guy for that. He's trying his best, just like we are. Probably getting paid the same amount.
I think he's getting paid more. I mean, he's a city employee. They get paid pretty good. You know, we're not even asked up for the Saturday morning skate to get a taco and a egg bake.
Well, you should find out from Campbell when Tommy Chicago's is.
Does our cameraman know when the Tommy Chicago sponsored Saturday skate is? I'm going to bring a brown bag with me that day. These kids better get up there quicker. We're taking burritos home with us. So not as consistent as the first time. What was the final time there for the Zamboni?
It was about 9:05.
Oh, it's not bad, but not consistent. So that'll end our resurfacing that we'll pay attention to tonight. And so far, what are we giving him the nickname of?
Wally the Walrus.
The Walrus's time average about 9 minutes. So we're timing him, Joe S. Joe S. wants to know, are we timing him with a clock or a calendar?
A clock, Joe. This is 21st century, for God's sakes.
I think he was joking, meaning that he takes so long. Could have been a half a day that. Well, we love our Rosemount community staff members here. He takes a long time, but man, the ice sure looks good.
They got a guy down there on the staff. He grew up in Hibbing. He's a neighbor of mine. And they left the keys out. And the kids could go in and they could skate whenever they wanted to. The kids ran the Zamboni, cleaned the ice. He never had an issue with it up there, he said.
So another quick question as the players come onto the ice about where Charlie Strammel is tonight. We made a comment earlier in the broadcast that Charlie was one of 4 Minnesotans selected to the Junior USA Olympic hockey team. Actually left a couple days ago for Sweden. He's in Lausanne, Sweden right now with Team USA on the Youth Olympic team. So he'll be gone for at least a week, maybe through a week from the weekend, playing with Team USA over in Sweden, or in Switzerland, representing our country. So Charlie is one of 4 Minnesotans selected for that. Quite an honor and something he couldn't pass up. So the team's got to pull together and represent for him while he's gone.
Representing us. Good luck, Charlie. I know you'll probably watch us when you get up.
It's probably about 3:30 in the morning there now, Chuck.
I'd get my world clock out here and find out for you.
Well, if it was
It was
2 when we
Sweden, right?
started and we're an hour and a half later, I'm guessing it's about 3:30. So,
I gave you Switzerland time. I don't know if they're in the same time zone or not.
well, he's in Switzerland.
But you keep saying Sweden.
I meant Switzerland.
Okay, the other S country,
What time did you give me the first time? Sweden or Switzerland?
Switzerland.
Yeah, you're right. Terry, is it Sweden or Switzerland? Correct us. You haven't corrected us much
It's
tonight.
3:31. 3:31 in Geneva right now.
So I was right on one thing. It's 3:30 in the morning there. Doubt Charlie's watching. He's probably up running laps right now, getting ready to eat some egg whites.
Who we got out here to start out this power play for the Irish?
So the Irish starting on the power play, as we mentioned, was Sabo, Lewandowski, Kennefic, Campbell, and Ratzlaff bringing up the rear. And the Irish go behind the net to set it up. Got a minute 40 to go here in the power play. Streaking Lewandowski cuts through the middle with the puck. Dipsy-Doo tries to center it and just broken up there by Burnsville, but kept in by Ratzlaff. He'll get it to center to Campbell. Back to Ratzlaff. Back and forth over to Campbell. Down to Kennefic as they'll trade places. Campbell goes back behind the net. They try to set up the Russian.
Russian backdoor.
And that did not work. Not nearly as well executed as we've seen in the past between Jackson Sabo and Tyler Linneruth, who mastered that move.
Yeah, they mastered it by the time of the end of their squirt season.
Scored more goals on that move than any Russian in the history of the Russian. But the Irish quick back into the zone. Broken up and sent all the way down. We're down to 40 seconds here in the power play for the Irish.
They're going to try the second unit now, see if they can do any better.
They'll change on the fly here with Horsager, Wheeler, Hendrickson, Beatty, and Brum. Wheeler will bring it in. He'll chip it down in the corner. Picks it up himself all the way around the world. And Beatty just can't keep that. All that work for nothing there as Horsager now says, my turn.
Let me try.
As he breaks in, full stop. Leaves it for Brum behind the net. He picks it up. Over to Beatty. Beatty all the way across to Hendrickson. Down to Horsager. They'll try to set up an angle. That's broken up by Burnsville, and the power play is now over again. That hits somebody.
A souvenir. It's thrown back.
Oh,
Thrown
one
back.
hop picked up by the ref. Nice move.
They scoop.
And able to still show the hand. He gives a thumbs up to the student for the assist there on the one hop pickup. Sabo on the faceoff, back to Wheeler. We'll get that over to Ratzlaff, who sends it in on net, and Burnsville will hold. 15 minutes to go in the game. Rosemount still trailing 1-2. Being outshot now.
20 to
Actually,
18.
they're out shooting Burnsville 20-18, so pretty tight on the shots. It looks like the Wild just went up 2-1 with an Erickson Eck goal.
I like him. It's fun player to watch.
Pocket pick there. Centering pass and a quick one-timer. Blocked by Burnsville with the rebound. And Lewandowski
Guys, you got to get the puck on the net.
picked away, goes back behind the net. A couple of great scoring opportunities there for Rosemount as they just couldn't put the puck in the net. And now Burnsville able to clear, and that'll go all the way down, but just enough to wave off icing.
Too many passes, not enough shots on goal.
So nice pass through the crease, but just couldn't convert, and the rebound didn't convert. And Ratzlaff with a quick shot, and he misses the net. Ratzlaff somehow froze his player in place, able to dangle right through him.
That was a nice rush down the ice by Jake.
And just couldn't get the puck back behind the goalie there. As he'll get off the ice, picked up by Horsager now all the way over to Campbell. Campbell tries to send that up, tipped by Sabo, and that's not tipped deep enough as Burnsville picks it up coming the other way now. With a quick centering pass just out of the reach of the Burnsville player.
He was wide open, too.
Yeah, nobody on him. Thank goodness he couldn't catch that. That could have broke this game up. Bowick gives chase. is forcing his player into the corner with him behind the net. Weismiller able to pick it up. Oh, Campbell, quick over to Horsager. Horsager with a quick low shot kick save, wide left. Beatty had it, but bumped off. Now Bowick gives chase. It's a lob shot right to the man in the middle. Horsager tries to break that up. He's bumped off the puck there as Bowick bumps his man. Beatty now comes up the ice as he's chipped off the puck. Burnsville with a quick shot there, but a glove save by Tollefson, and will face off in the Irish zone.
Looks like Burnsville's going to continue to flip the puck up in the air down the ice and see if they can beat the Irish back to the puck and try to out hustle them.
12:56 to go here, and a face-off win by Burnsville sends it high over the net. Chipped up the boards there by Rosemount. A kick pass right to Hendrickson. He breaks in with Brum in the middle and a quick shot wide left. Easy save for the Burnsville goalie there as they pick it up behind the net and come out the other way. That's intercepted by Johnston, sorry. He sends it in for Brum. Comes all the way around and Wheeler pinches in, not able to keep it in the zone. Ratzlaff gives chase now. Ratzlaff hooked off the puck with no call there, and Hendrickson gives that quick to Johnston. That's over to Brum now as he chips it in.
Good passing out of the zone.
Brum skates his player past the puck, and Burnsville comes out the other way now. High up off the glass. Horsager gives chase behind the net. Burnsville with a quick centering pass, but nobody's home as Lewandowski now comes back the other way. 1-on-3 as he tries to get to the center. Bounces off the net behind. Centering pass to Campbell. He's tied up. Goes back and left for Sabo. Sauce pass back from Lewandowski. He stands behind the net. And Lewandowski tries to stuff it in with no success. And a quick tip wide right. As a shot from Campbell comes in from nowhere and picked out of the air by Horsager. Mr. Miyagi there with a chopstick chop to the puck out of midair.
Yeah, ex-baseball player.
Point blank there.
Is he still playing? Or a current baseball player. Sorry about that, Garrett.
That goes deep in the corner, picked up by Wheeler. 11:10 to go here in the third period. Sabo sends that all the way across the ice. Picked up by Kennefic as he pinches around his man into the corner. Few slow trailers there for Rosemount as Lewandowski helps out. He's able to pick the puck. Quick to Bowick with a shot.
Oh, the water beetle!
That's Bowick's first goal. They'll try to get that puck from the goalie.
He's trying to decide what piece of glass he could bounce
That
against.
is fantastic to see that goal from that player.
At this point of the game.
Who works harder than anybody. His nickname, the Water Beetle, is given to him for how fast he moves his feet, and he just never stops. So they're looking for the puck. They want the puck, and Kennefic comes out to grab it. Hands that to Coach Dan, and that'll be Bowick's first goal of the year, which is really exciting to see. That ties the game up now with 10:53 to go.
That'll be on the mantle by tomorrow morning.
And they leave Bowick out there. And the fans love that Bowick's got his goal. That's offsides. Chuck, that goal was what you'd call bar down.
That was bar down?
That puck hit the top of the crossbar and went right down in the net. I mean, just a quick snipe. He picks the puck up and just drops that right down over the goalie's shoulder. Super goal to tie up the game. And well-deserved and earned there by Riley. So really exciting to see. We'll get to cross him off our list as somebody chasing their first goal of the year now. As the Irish send that deep, and Weismiller will pick that up. Bowick's still out there. He's on a high. Doesn't want to get off the ice now.
Yeah, they're doing everything to try to get him off the ice. He's just staying out there.
They'll give chase. A quick shot wide left there past Tollefson. Weismiller and Campbell. Campbell out with the puck now. He's coming back the other way. He's got Beatty in the middle with him. He goes around 2 players there and leaves the puck, but Beatty passed, and there'll be a penalty.
Leaves it on the front door.
What a double dip there by Campbell, your newest Minot Minotaur.
Made a nice move, left the puck on the front door, but there was nobody ringing the doorbell.
I mean, that's like watching PlayStation right there. I mean, a pull left, a pull right.
Circle X left top. I don't know.
So the Irish now quickly.
Who's the penalty on? Penalty on Burnsville, looks like.
Oh, what was the call?
Cheating.
All right, well, 2 minutes for cheating. The Irish go on the power play again here. We're not sure exactly what happened, but man in the box. And the Irish on the power play. Uh-oh. Burnsville now takes the puck, and Ratzlaff will go to the box. That's an easy call, and probably a good move by Jake to prevent the breakaway. Jake doesn't understand why he's going to the box. But if you review the tape, Jake's still arguing.
But the only thing he could have done is maybe let go of his stick.
Yeah, by then the stick was stuck. 3-1 Wild now. Suter scores. And there apparently Susie has scored as well, but that's being reviewed. So it could be 4-1 here Wild. As the Wild are picking up the momentum out of the Irish scoring here to tie the game.
I'm sure that's what is causing the uptick in scoring for the Wild.
So the Irish were on the power play for all of about 12 seconds as Ratzlaff goes for hooking. We'll play 4-on-4 hockey here for a little bit. This will open the ice up. Got 1:27 seconds to go here with 4-on-4 hockey. And an 11-second power play for Burnsville once that expires, barring any other penalty. And a quick shot there by Burnsville as they knock Mason Campbell off the ball. And here's a 2-on-1, broken up there nicely by Horsager.
Textbook. Mr. Consistency.
As he pulls the strings on the violin to the bench before, he wasn't even near the bench signaling the change. Quick shot there and a goal by Wheeler. Wheeler with the one-timer to and he goes down. Wow, he was
a little too excited there.
Wow. So that would be the comedic moment. And look at the Burnsville student section there.
That's his magic trick.
They are dying laughing.
That's his magic trick because he's going to be a magician next year.
I mean, a hard one-timer by Wheeler on even 4-on-4 hockey. And Wheeler celebrated in front of the Burnsville bench, and as he skated over.
He's probably thinking it's well worth it. I'll take it.
He caught an edge and biffed hard, and the student section had a good time with that. Doesn't change the fact that they scored. It's 3-2. Still 4-on-4 hockey here, as that was an even strength goal for the Irish. That'll be icing on the Irish here. So Wheeler from Campbell and the edge biff into the boards. That might have been the funniest thing I've seen all year. All right, Susie's goal was called offside, so no goal. The score in the Wild game remains 3-1. Campbell picks up that puck and he sends it down to Horsager. Around to Campbell, up to Wheeler, or to Horsager. Can't get Wheeler out of my mind now.
Everybody's going to remember that.
Yeah, he pulled the bow and arrow and everything and then just went hard into the board as a puck there sneaks past Hendrickson as he moved a leg to let that get on net. Burnsville back behind the net now, and they'll go high up off the glass. But Sable able to pick that up, and that goes down into the corner.
Burnsville Blaze are at full strength.
All right, we got an 11. Oh, and Wheeler back with the puck again, and a low shot there skips just wide right. Wheeler wanted another one, and a high shot there blocked by the goalie. So both teams now back to full strength, and we're at 5-on-5 hockey with 7:40 to go. The Irish, if you're just joining us, take a lead after being down 2-1 now, 3-2. And a quick shot there by Hendrickson. point blank snipe with a one-timer from the top of the blue line there by Mason Wheeler. Goes in, and a shot from the corner there hits the goalie in the side, and he's able to make the save. But Wheeler shot a one-timer from the top of the point, catches the corner. The goalie never saw it.
That was a blast.
And
he
take the lead.
He got every ounce of being into that shot.
Almost as much as he did at taking the edge and biffing the boards there in the Burnsville student section. I mean,
he took every ounce of being into that, too.
I'm sure many of the students and the players tonight will watch the replay of that.
I'm sure he'll get a good razzing next week or so from his teammates,
There'll be an award for that at the banquet. We may have to get to the banquet just to see that replay. I mean, that's a priceless bow and arrow. I mean, he got clipped from the rafters. Somebody shot him or something.
He got sniped.
Just not fair, but a lot of banging going down in the corner here. Players getting chippy here as the Irish have taken the lead now with Bowick in the corner.
We got slashes, we got cross checks, we got late hits, we got early hits, we got missed hits.
Bowick giving chase. The forecheck there. Burnsville tries to cycle that out of their zone, but it's kept in by Beatty. Beatty now up to Ratzlaff, over to Wheeler. He'll take another shot low and off the pad.
That was a good shot, good spot for that.
Pad save there by the Burnsville goalie, wide left, and Burnsville now comes back the other way. Ratzlaff with a low shot on Tollefson. Ratzlaff able to muscle his man off the puck. Kept in by Burnsville. Quick centering pass just back behind the net. Wheeler to Ratzlaff now up to Lewandowski. He centers that to Sabo, and he's offsides. That'll go all the way down. They'll send him all the way down. With the calling that a deliberate offsides.
How do they know that?
I'm not sure, but oh yeah, there we go. So Burnsville wins that. They break in the zone with a quick shot, and Tollefson able to steer that wide left. Burnsville now cuts back through the middle again, over to the man on the right. They'll take another low shot. A tip there, saved by Tollefson.
Big save.
He's able to steer that one on a quick point-blank tip. And Rosemount had Lewandowski, and that's offsides, and they'll wait. They'll regroup. Close play there. All the way over. Burnsville picks that up and comes in. Drop back with a quick shot, and Tollefson never saw it. It was blocked out front. And Lewandowski now, somebody's got it.
On it.
Sabo now with a quick outlet pass to Lewandowski. They break in together. Lewandowski all the way around the front with a drop pass to nobody. That's intercepted and sent all the way up by Burnsville. Tipped. No icing there as Ratzlaff first to the puck after it was tipped past the center line by Burnsville. And through the legs there goes Bowick. Kenefick. And a deep dump in there by Lewandowski. As Wheeler picks that up off the boards and sends it back the other way. And it's a player that goes down in the same area that Wheeler went down.
Must be something wrong with the ice.
Must be a rut in the ice or something. Kenefick picks it up behind the net. And that goes all the way up to Ratzlaff. He takes a shot. That's steered wide left or blocked by somebody in a traffic miss. And Wheeler misses. Not by much there. Finally, the Irish are figuring out, just put the puck on net, and they're sending missiles from the point here. Burnsville able to regroup and come out here with a 2-on-2. He's able to get through the middle and no call. That could have been a hook. Another man goes down there, and that's Johnston. Tollefson sets that up for Wheeler to pick it up. Over to Ratzlaff, back to Wheeler. All the way up to Johnston, and he loses the puck. Go back behind, circle around the net. Now with some speed coming out, given chased by Bowick. Burnsville all the way around in a quick tip shot there, but
Will
Tollefson
says, I don't think so, not tonight.
No soup for you.
No soup for you.
Chip deep in, stop. We're just now under 4 minutes to go in the game with the Irish still leading 3-2. Look for Burnsville to pull their goalie in the next couple of minutes, should they still be trailing by 1. Picked up by Horsager. He'll give that back to Weismiller with a quick shot. Attempted glove save there by Burnsville. The goalie lost it there, but able to push it out to another player as they bring it all the way in the other way, and Weismiller gives chase. He hits Campbell all the way on the other side with nobody. He'll bring it in now. And a quick shot, low, wide right. Great shot. Blocked by, good save there by the goalie. Good placement of the puck there on the shot, though, with nobody in there with him. Sabo all the way over now to Ratzloff as he'll come in. He leaves it for Kennefic. All the way over to Sabo in the middle, and a shot off the crossbar. Shot off the crossbar and out of play. Nice passing there by the Irish.
Yeah,
Ratzloff back to Kennefic over to a wide open Sabo in the middle. That could have easily been a goal to open this up with 3 minutes to go.
About 2 inches too high.
So Burnsville wins that faceoff. They'll send it out. Ratzloff first. Sends that with a backhanded pass to Wheeler, who goes back the other way now to Kennefic. He tries to get that up to Lewandowski, and he does. Lewandowski breaks in with a shot that's steered just wide left. Burnsville now with momentum coming back the other way. Chipped away there by Ratzloff as Kennefic gives it back, and we'll go around the horn here to Wheeler, back to Ratzloff. They'll work their way up and tipped in there by Kennefic. The deal changed the line here with 2:30 to go. Rosemount able to keep possession here in the neutral zone as they'll dump it in.
Keep the Burnsville goalie in the net that way.
Burnsville trying to find a chance to break out, and they do. But broken up by Weismiller as his stick's held. And Burnsville now tries to do some fancy dipsy-do, floppity-do, and they lose the puck. Comes out now to Weismiller, picked up by Beatty. He's all alone with a quick shot there and a save. Great move there by Beatty. He wants a number 2 tonight. Just under 2 minutes. Look for Burnsville. We'll watch. And that's a high stick.
Yeah.
Touch with a high stick there. That'll be faced off in the zone. And minute 45 to go. If they get possession here, I would assume the goalie will be pulled. Oh, and the ref didn't like the student section there. And here come the cops and Manning. Manning and the cops. They don't like what happened there. I wouldn't be worried about the cop as much as I am about Manning. We got a timeout here. Now, here we go. Let's see. Tollefson with a timeout. We got a lot of action here. Manning talking to the students. Will doing his best backwards crossovers with the goalie pads. He knows we talk about it now, so he's going to try to do something fun.
Somebody must have told his dad, and his dad told him, huh?
I mean, time this. How long does it take him to go behind the net and around again, Chuck? I mean, now look at this. He's got, oh my God.
Oh, he's got some speed building up tonight.
I mean, the hair could be dried by the time he gets back to the net. And that's enough, he says.
That's it. I'm loose.
So he got 2 good laps in. I think the second was faster than the first. And in the meantime, we got Mike Manning down there now, manning the no pun intended. He's manning the student section. As something happened there with the ref skating over and pointing at the kids, and they got riled up.
Kids will be kids. Leave them alone.
So we're down to a minute 45. I think Burnsville called timeout here.
You know, Mike, up until like 3 years ago, I don't think Manning ever watched a high school hockey game.
Probably not.
I guess I got to get my phone out, too.
So it looks like the timeout's over here.
Burnsville will have 6 skaters on the ice. They have pulled their goalie, trying to catch that elusive tying goal.
So we're down to a minute 45. The goalie is pulled. So they'll have 6 skaters in the zone here. That comes all the way around. Tipped out and centered. Burnsville picks it up, though. They'll regroup. And the Irish will try to intercept and send it back in and put it on net. Wheeler off the boards, intercepted again by Burnsville. They'll try to regroup. Almost a biff in that same area Wheeler went down earlier. They'll enter the zone with a shot on net, and that hits Tollefson in the shoulder right in front of the net there. Lost sight of it. That's Sent around with another quick shot there, and Tollefson able to steer that one wide left. We're down to 1:08 as the Irish send that out. They still lead 3-2 here as Burnsville's pulled their goalie. Sabo dumps that in. Real unselfish play there. Nobody trying to get the net or get an icing call. They just want to keep it out of the zone. Burnsville comes back the other way now. Beatty intercepts that, and he's tripped, and they'll call it.
They're going to
he's
call
tripped.
it.
And a shot there after the whistle's blown. Sabo doesn't like that. And the ref quick to step in to tell him to stop. But that is the code of hockey right there. You don't take a shot out of frustration when the whistle blew that the ref called a penalty on tripping there for Burnsville. The Burnsville player takes a shot. Tollefson not happy about that, and the Rosemount players jump in to defend him.
That might get him on unsportsmanlike conduct, too. I've seen that happen before.
Kennefic arguing for that, I think, right now. Doesn't look like he's going to get that call, but the code of hockey, Chuck, is something sacred. You just don't do that.
No, you don't mess with that, because these guys have long memories. They'll remember that for a couple years down the line, and
but that'll force them to put the goalie back in here with 45 seconds to go now, as they'll be on the
face-offs?
Penalty kill. It'll be all the way down in their zone.
Yeah.
The Irish will finish the game on the power play here. It's going to be tough for Burnsville to score now, unless they get lucky. While we're breaking here, looks like Egan and South are going to overtime.
Good for them.
So South struggling against an unranked Egan team, but Egan we know is deadly.
They're scrappy. They beat Lakeville North last Saturday, I think it was.
And they're another Section 3 competitor that we'll most likely have to face at some point.
Yeah, you'd like to see them lose a few more games to get ranked that well.
So Burnsville coming out now the other way as Horsager able to chip that out. Burnsville can't get on sides as they break in now. The quick shot there. Tollefson's down. He's keeping an eye on the puck, and he's got it. Burnsville with a shot behind the net. We're down to 25 seconds.
It was caught up in Horsager's.
And here we go. Clear breakaway for Lewandowski that they pulled the goalie, and this will end the game. Lewandowski able to get the open netter here with 15 seconds to go, and they'll celebrate in front of Burnsville's bench. That's another kiss of death you don't do as the ref's between them.
Yeah.
But they try to make it look inadvertent, but they know exactly what they're doing. So that should end the game as the Irish now take the lead 4-2 with 15 seconds to go. A short-handed open net goal. So Luke Lewandowski scores as the fans now start to file out of the rink. We'll face off here. They're still short-handed. They come in with a quick shot, and Tollefson makes the stop. He flips it in, knowing there's less than 10 seconds to go. And again, now we're pinned up in the corner, 3, 2, 1, and that's the end of the game. As your Rosemount Irish
extend their winning streak to 2 games.
Extend their winning streak in a hard contested battle. Actually, a great game of hockey. The score doesn't reflect it. They end up out shooting Burnsville 37-25. They trailed 2-1. A fourth into the third period here before Riley Bowick scores his first goal, bar down, followed up with a snipe within a couple minutes by Mason Wheeler from the top of the point. And we conclude the game with an empty netter with 15 seconds to go from Luke Lewandowski. So a hard-fought battle between the number 3 in the state, Rosemount Irish, and your number 18, Burnsville Blaze. Really good game. Fun game to call tonight, Chuck. What are your final thoughts as we sign off?
It took a little while for Irish to get going. They finally figured it out after 2 periods. I think talent overtook depth there. So I talked to Ricky before the game, and he said that Burnsville's got 12 seniors, played together all the way up through the ranks. They're deep. They know where they're going to be. They're won at that level with that group. He was a little concerned, but I think the Irish talent maybe just won out, and they got some scoring from unlikely sources, which is always good for a hockey team.
I think the highlight and the comedic moment of the game for me tonight was Mason Wheeler trying to celebrate in front of the student section, does the classic aggressive bow and arrow, and as he's skating to pound the glass, loses an edge and hard into the boards. I think the student section got a good laugh out of that. The players got a good laugh out of that. Wheeler wasn't hurt, so I think he got a good laugh out of that. And that'll be a memory maker for the season for sure. I think there'll be an award at the banquet. If not, we should create one.
If there isn't, there should be.
I mean, that was just priceless. So fun game to watch. A couple of the players know each other, obviously, from summer hockey, playing together, and they're talking to each other and sharing cooking recipes or something. I don't know what they're doing out there, but fun game. Again, your Irish win with an empty net goal by Lewandowski to end it 4-2. The Irish now move to 14-3, 7-2 in the South Suburban Conference, and they are atop the standings now alone.
Yeah, all by themselves.
So for those of you that joined us again tonight, yeah, Joe asked, go cash your paycheck. Should be easy. Doesn't matter if the bank's open or closed. The JV game, they actually lost, I believe, 1-0. 1-0 was the JV score. So, again, appreciate everybody joining us. We will not be on Saturday's game against Shakopee, but we'll return
next Thursday,
a week from tonight against Prior Lake.
Yeah, in Prior Lake.
In Prior Lake. So, no, we won't. Oh, they can't broadcast in the Prior Lake. That's probably why we agreed to do it.
there you go.
So it'll be about a week and a half before we're back here at Rosemount. So until then, everybody, have a good night. And Charles, anything left to say?
See ya.